Hello, blessed be. Hello, guys. This is High Priestess Jamila. I haven't been here since this morning. I've been so busy today that I haven't. Oh, there's some readings that I have planned on doing, and they're not gonna really necessarily involve this subject, but it could be. I want to see what I can see. I don't know if I'm gonna make it a pick a card or if I'm going to do each individual sign, but I want to do some astral readings for the channel. Okay. So I want to tell you guys a spiritual story about karma, about bad karma. And I want to speak a little bit about when you take an action against somebody. And it may not even necessarily have to be a spiritual action that you're taking. You can just do something to create a result. And I want to give you guys an example of negative karma that can be upon you when you are doing things. Okay. So there's this lady, I'm not going to bring up her name. For the past, probably about almost 2 years, she's been stalking some people online. She's been going above and beyond, contacting people, harassing people, starting a whole bunch of stuff with people in their lives. Um, and so she's been doing it for at least the past couple of years. Okay, really been doing it a lot more in the past year. So she was online bragging about causing domestic violence to women. About a year later, her daughter starts getting beat up by her boyfriend, and her granddaughter gets kidnapped in the process. Is this karma or is this a coincidence that this happened? This lady's online doing all kind of disgusting, immature, childish things. She's doing it for the sake of people that she claims that she doesn't care about. My guess is that she cares about her children, right? But yet you didn't see the obvious karmic backlash of you wishing domestic violence on another woman and then it happening a year or two later to your own child. You know, being a parent is a lot of responsibility. And for me, when I'm doing any kind of defensive magic against people who I consider to be my enemies, that's exactly what it is. Okay. Whatever it is that you wish on me will not touch me. You are binded. Your intent, your negative energy won't touch me. But this same person that really is to blame, in my humble opinion, for the negative things that are happening in her daughter's life, I believe. And so a lot of people will say, well, that was that man that did it. Um, I don't believe so. I believe that someone didn't like her actions. They called on the spirit of karma to teach her a lesson. And then her daughter starts getting beat up by her boyfriend. Is that a coincidence? Is that really a coincidence? This is one of the reasons why shadow work is so important, and why, if you have bad spiritual attachments that can bring negativity into your life or the lives of other people, you have to keep that in check. You can't just go out in the world and think that you can do whatever you want to do to other people and expect a good result. The best thing that you can do, especially if you're a parent, this is one of the reasons why parents should try to stay on the straight and narrow, because a lot of the times what will happen is that karma will come and pay you a visit, and sometimes it can attack your children. This is one of the reasons why a lot of people are at odds with childish parents who we consider to be narcissistic. You know, they're at odds with those parents because the first thing that spirits will do is they will manifest this negative karma within your children. This person is adamant that she knows everything, and she's adamant that witchcraft or some kind of spirit activity had nothing to do with it. And this is called denial. Now, of course, well, I know that I don't. I don't wish bad things on people's children. I don't wish bad things on little babies. It's obvious that the reason why that happened to that innocent child is because of the actions of the grandmother. Okay. And I can guarantee you that if she continues to do that to other people and continues to even wish that on somebody, knowing that, some on some off capacity, that it happened to somebody. Sadly, if her behavior continues, every single man that her daughter contends with is probably going to lay hands on her. Okay. Not to mention the fact that what makes the story even more complicated is that she had been targeting the person that she was targeting online. She was also speaking about her mother. How do you know that that lady's mother didn't call on you to get that karma, and then you got it? That's what I believe happened. And it's not a belief, it's a fact. Her online activities is factually starting to leak into the lives of her children. And what does she do about it? She continues to stalk and to pursue people online, people that she claims means nothing to them. And what is it all for? Really, to be honest with you, the situation that I'm talking about is not dire. There's no need for this person to do that. There's no personal need. It's unnecessary drama that is now touching the lives of her children and her grandbaby. You see what I'm saying? And this is something, the lady that I'm talking about has been factually stalking people online for several years now. She insists that witchcraft is not real. She insists, that she knows what she's talking about. But I believe that this is a part of that process. Being dumbed down and not being aware is a part of the process of having a curse on you. Now, if something would have happened to that little baby, thank God it didn't, then what would have been her response? Is her daughter so trusting of the mother that she doesn't have enough education to see that your mother, who is almost 40 or 50, is attacking people unprovoked most of the time? Things that don't even matter. It doesn't matter if some man is not attracted to you. She's stalking this man and attacking these people because she's hurt because this man claimed that he wasn't attracted to her. So she, because of her need for validation, would continuously put her own children and grandbaby in harm's way to prove what? Okay, now most of you that watch my channel, y'all not dumb enough to do that. You're either painting something, creating something. A lot of y'all that watch my channel are in school. A lot of y'all that watch my channel are actually doing something with yourselves creatively. Okay. So you're not doing those things, but it's not a coincidence that your child would be getting attacked in her own home. I'm talking about physically assaulted, grandchild kidnapped. And the only thing that she has to say about it is that she has a license to carry a gun. What good is having a license to carry a gun gonna do that when you're under spiritual attack? So it's really important. I would say that, things that aren't said is that there's not a good relationship with the daughters. I'm pretty sure that they are very suspectful. For example, if your father goes out and does a bunch of stuff and he doesn't have enough sense to, if you're going to be out there doing dirt, you need to at least protect yourself. But if you have a father that's ignorant and blind, that doesn't realize that these things that you're doing can come back on your children to the point where they don't even care, you don't even care how your actions are affecting your own children. And this is, if you ask me, I feel that this person doesn't really care. I feel that this person does know that what she's doing is affecting her children in a horrible way, but I don't feel that she cares. I don't feel that she cares. I don't feel that this person cares about herself or her children. I don't believe it. In fact, I have it on good authority to tell you that this person is factually under possession and is literally an empty seater for demons. Okay. This person is totally checked out to lunch, but has people that are depending on her. Okay. And it's not that people are starting this stuff with her. She's supposed to be a nurse, you guys, a COVID nurse. But yet, during a pandemic, she's traveling around the United States starting drama everywhere. Now, does that sound like a coincidence? The next incident that happens, is that going to be a coincidence as well? No, it's not. The point that I'm making is that this is a possessed individual who is a danger to her own family. Now, I do have not a personal history with this person, but I have an online history with this person to where this person was attacking my grandchild. Okay, now my spirits don't attack children in response. We don't attack children at all. Somebody's spirits put that baby in a bad situation. And it's sad because the grandmother could have protected her family by not acting like a fool, running around the internet and checking herself before she wrecks herself. Sadly, who is taking in the karma is her grandbaby and her child. Sadly, this is what's happening. No spiritual protection. This person isn't even a Christian. What do you think is going to happen? You're online with all these spiritual people watching you that don't like you, but you're just like this open vessel for things to happen, and you have absolutely no protection from it. This is one of the reasons why, because she kicks it with a group, this is one of the reasons why anybody that is associating with that group, I cut them out of my life. Because it's a very, very destructive energy. It's very, very destructive. Hold on, guys. Let me light up my. So, some people take that very seriously. You know, being able to come online and talk fight and talk crap to somebody and appear to be tough is not worth it when your children are under attack. Okay. And I'm not talking about myself. Everybody that knows me knows that not only was I being attacked by the same person that I'm talking about, but others. I have a life purpose. That's why I'm here. This is to help people, educate people spiritually, and to, help others. So, this is a lesson that still is not learned because some of these people are just under possession. They don't care about how the negative things that they participate with in it can affect their children. As soon as I see something that may possibly affect my children, I'm out. And it's just not worth it. Why would you do that? You have no point here. You have a job outside of this. It would be different if you were a content creator and you're not. You're just on here gossiping and starting stuff with people. It would be different if you were like me and you were a spiritualist and you had a purpose on here, but you have no purpose. This is a sign from God saying what you are doing, you need to stop. You have no purpose. You will continue to have bad things happen to your own children. The only way you can protect them is to stop doing that. Does this woman, because she has no purpose here, my children have consistently been protected because I have a purpose here that can't nobody stop. This person has no purpose. She's just here to cause chaos and destruction and to let everybody in the world know that she doesn't like her life, that she doesn't appreciate her life, and that she doesn't care about her life. There's no reason, but she runs around here on the internet doing that, and she doesn't even have enough good sense, her own children. Throughout all this situation, when I myself have had problems with these people, my children have not been touched once. They ain't been beat up once. Why? Because I have spiritual protection around my children. Hers are not. She's just an empty cedar for all kind of spirits that come through her. Let's face it, even when when I leave here, guys, I'm gonna light up my protection jar now because the internet is an extension of the astral. It's not the original astral, but it acts like the astral. So what I do is I clear my space. Anytime I am live on YouTube, I'm protecting myself and I'm clearing myself and I get off of here anytime I'm live because stuff could possibly sneak through and come through. And, I think that you shouldn't listen to people that why on earth would you listen to a person and think that they have any sense of intelligence when they're obviously possessed? First of all, for you to this same person that I'm talking about stalked me, still is stalking me. It was confirmed that this person was still stalking me a few weeks ago, still stalking me. This person not only stalked me, but also was lying on me, claiming that she knew me. I had never met this person in my life. Why would you think that anything good is going to come from that person? And why would this person don't even have enough sense to not stalk people on the internet? Okay, so I can guarantee you that the activities that the person is doing, especially when you think about the group of people that that person is contending with, they show a lot of hatred, even though they don't say it. They show a lot of hatred for a certain group of women specifically. And you just never know who's watching and who is doing work on you. Do I feel that it was some kind of like her children deserve that? Not really. No, I don't. I don't feel that innocent children should be involved in the mishaps and the mistakes of adults, but that's exactly what can happen. And that's just the way that it is. Why are you online stalking and harassing people? Is the question. I mean, sometimes I've sat there and I've asked myself about some of these people that continue to target certain people online. Is this what you're going to do for the rest of your life until the day that you pass away? You're going to pass away, and this is the legacy that you're leaving behind. But sadly, I'm going to tell y'all something. It's a lot of people that are possessed and not by good demons. In fact, there was at one point I called this person a demon, and this person was bragging about it, saying that, oh, I'm a demon. No, well, actually, you're not a demon. You're just possessed by demons. And now your children are being harmed. Not only that, if you were involved with something like that, would you actually think to yourself, I'm going to come to YouTube and testify to the karma that I'm getting for my activities that I have been doing against people? When in reality, all I had to do was stay home, stay off of the internet attacking people, and I don't know, maybe perhaps look at some cooking videos or something instead of involving yourself with a bunch of drama online with no protection. I invoke supreme protection. Hold on, guys. Let's see. Yeah, it's ridiculous. I'd say it's a huge case of the blind leading the blind. Okay. And a lot of people are such in denial about witchcraft that, I would compare that. You know how Christians will say the biggest trick of the devil was to convince people that he didn't exist. It's the same thing when people are in denial about the fact that witchcraft factually exists, is comparable. I mean, really, to be honest with you, it does no good for you to know that witchcraft exists, try to protect yourself, and then continuously try to trespass upon others, because that's what this person has done over and over again. Over and over again, this person has tried to trespass on me, okay? Has tried to use her, let's say, social influence to attack me and to harass me, which is pretty disgusting. And the bottom line is that why won't this person just walk away? What's wrong with your life to the point where you can't just walk away? I can promise you that it has something to do with spirit possession. A person that is under possession by spirits that are that self-destructive is a danger to herself and the people around her. And that's just, it is what it is. Witchcraft itself is not dangerous. It's not. Witchcraft itself is not dangerous. Okay, you have to connect with Hecate to understand that. Witchcraft has been phenomenal in protecting women and protecting children. And for you to blatantly be out here trying to put women and children in danger, and then the women in your family are being attacked and having bad things, horrible things happen to them. I mean, I honestly, I don't know where well, I do know where this person's hatred for me comes from, but at the end of the day, I ain't been beat up. Somebody coming to social media, that's not karma. That's just somebody being stupid. Your child was getting beat up and suffering the sins of her mother because her mother won't leave people alone. Her mother won't stop coming around representing a very, very hateful, evil, sinister person. She's being used by these sinister spirits to try to attack people. That's exactly what she's been doing consistently for years. So, that it's a cautionary tale. It's a cautionary tale. And I can guarantee you that one of the reasons why, because for a while there, she forgets that me and her conversed a little bit. And at one point, she did believe in witchcraft. You know why she doesn't believe in witchcraft? Because the people that she wanted to harm with witchcraft, nothing happened to them because they didn't deserve it. So the reason why people like that don't believe in witchcraft is because they tried to use it to carry out some stupid revenge that had nothing to do with life, nothing to do with what God's plan was, nothing to do with what was fair or just. So because she didn't get her way and, try to kill people or try to harm people, because of that, that's one of the reasons why she doesn't believe in it. But witchcraft is meant to protect women and their children. It's not meant to do harm. So it would make sense for this person to decide, I don't believe in that crap because I tried to pay a witch to do some harm and it didn't work. Well, thank God that it didn't. Now that harm that you tried to pay people to do is now happening to you. I'm gonna tell y'all something straight up and down. I'm not claiming that. I don't claim stuff that happened bad to people. My spirits will never hurt a child at all. Okay. If anything, if that woman and that child was under my watch, that man would have never hit that woman and that child would have never been stolen and taken from her home. And I'm sitting here thinking the way that the person discussed what happened, there was no emotion. It was just, I'm here to tell a story. I'm not going to express any real love for my own child and grandbaby. But I'm going to come and tell the story. Hello, Majesty Cammy. I'm going to come and tell this story with no emotion, no care, and I'm going to continue to do what led those negative happenings happening. You don't even have to believe in witchcraft, which I know that that's what had something to do with it. You can just believe in the laws of karma. What do you expect to happen when you are constantly seeking out negativity? Constantly seeking it out with no authority. This woman has no authority to do that over anybody. She was attacking good people, innocent people, trying to change the course of people's lives. And then she wonders why this stuff is happening to her. I'm going to tell you something. If I were involved in some kind of spiritual war, knock on wood, because ain't nothing like that going to happen to my babies. I can guarantee you that. There's no gray area or crack or slip in my mind that would ever allow some crap like that to happen to my children. But if I had to address a negative situation, I'm protecting my children, my offspring, 24 hours per day, 7 days a week, 180, 300, I'm sorry, 360 degrees. Now that's just all it is to it. Okay, that's just all it is to it. So, you know, and like I said, my spirits, they don't attack children. That was something else that happened. Somebody else that did that. Even though I don't like this chick, what I do is I just banish her away from me and just cover up her mouth with slippery elm bark so that no one cares about the stupid stuff that she constantly has diarrhea out of the mouth and is saying to people. Right? So that's what I do. She can run her mouth all she wants, but it will not have a negative effect on anybody in my life. That's all I did was binded this person because I knew years ago this person was, it's something that as women are supposed to be the chariot. And the crazy part about it is that this person is a Cancer and she's a woman. So earlier today I had discussed, or yesterday, I had discussed the negative aspects that are on the male gender, okay, when it comes to spiritual energy. She's a woman, presumably. It's kind of strange the way that she looks, kind of ambiguous. She's a woman. She's a Cancer. I'm a Cancer. Nothing like her. There would be no way you can protect your children by not doing stupid stuff, by not poking the bear. She's constantly trying to poke the bear, push the envelope. And when she speaks, she tries to speak with such intelligence, but the only thing that I hear coming out of her mouth is stupidity. There's a lot of people that will say, "Oh, you're so wise and you're so intelligent," because I guess she's a nurse and I guess she's an LPN and went to school for a couple of months. But having a degree don't always mean you smart. It doesn't. That don't mean that you're intelligent. Look at the way you put your kid in danger. And I knew this person was crazy or possessed years ago when this person was stalking my daughters. She was actually stalking my daughters. And there are some people that don't know, they just follow. And those people followed her, and now they had problems in life. They continue to go deeper down the rabbit hole because they saw her doing it. They thought, oh, well, this is the right thing to do. I see her stalking people and this is the right thing to do, so I'm going to do it too, because it's a true statement. A lot of people are not leaders. They don't, and it's not about leading other people, it's about leading yourself. Why would you follow behind this person in their footsteps? Okay, and I'm pretty sure that horrible things have happened previously that this person ain't even talking about. Hey, Ziana. Did y'all know that everything is so tipsy-turvy right now that a negative person, even speaking negative things on you, can affect you karmically, which is why we are doing the Black Flame vigils. And part of the reason is because most people don't know about this. Most people don't know, you know. And if you continue to listen to people like that, you know what I'm saying? And it's mainly because a lot of people, the number the number one reason for divorce is financial problems. The number one reason why people never get spiritual help is because of finances. And that's why a lot of my rituals are discounted, because we all know what's happening with the economy and everything. But it's just the point, you know what I'm saying? Like, so many people respect and follow behind this person and want to be this person, but wait until that negative karma hits you. And you may like a person, you may love a person, but if that person is bringing negative energy into your life because of the actions that they are taking and because of the things that they're doing, or maybe it's just plain ignorance, I'm going to step away from that person. So I'm not close to anybody that has anything to do with that group of people. And I've spoke about that. I've been speaking about it on my other channel. I don't want to be anywhere near anybody when them people get struck by lightning. I don't want to be anywhere near that situation. I may care about you, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. You know what I'm saying? Ziana, we're actually burning black candles consistently, but I typically start the candles up on Sunday, somewhere in the witching hour on Sunday. In fact, I got my delivery in today. I'm going to be setting up my next batch of candles for the people that are in my black candle vigils. So I've noticed that my schedule has been every Sunday. I've been lighting the candles up every Sunday. But, I've got people that are, I wish I could get everybody set up for every Sunday, but there's some people that if they join my black candle vigils, they're set up for, um, it can be on any day of the week at any time, whether or not it's new moon, full moon, wherever we're at in the moon cycle. Because here's what I want to tell you. There's certain indoctrinated beliefs that you don't have to accept, but a lot of people have. You can't just accept one thing without accepting it all. And so the other point that I wanted to bring up is that a lot of people are being affected by their parents' negative karma, even things that they've done in the past. That karma, that energy has to be satisfied through fire. So fire is the best way to do it. Is through fire, because fire transforms, transmutes energy. Okay, so that's why even if you have a standing protection statue, you still got to have that fire. You have to invoke that spirit and put, whatever it is that you do for protection, you have to invoke that spirit with fire. You do. Okay. And that's pretty bad. And to talk about it in such a matter of fact way, and just to say, oh, my daughter was getting beat up and my granddaughter got kidnapped almost. She got very lucky because that spirit could have had something happen to that child. But, sadly, when people have close calls like that, they still don't learn a lesson. Sadly, until people start learning to protect themselves, because y'all know me, I come on here and I do address that group of people, but I'm not in that energy at all. Those people do nothing but create negative situations for themselves. And I do address them. Just because you address them and make a video to them doesn't mean that you're a part of that. I'm not a part of that. Never have I wanted to be a part of that. And a lot of them will say, well, yes, you are. No, I'm not. I addressed you because you were attacking me and my family. But I'm not a part of that at all, whatsoever. Okay. So yeah, you can burn them on any day of the week. I know that this go round that I've been doing of Black Candle Vigils, I've been doing them every Sunday. Okay. Because Sunday is fun day. In fact, instead of doing my protection on Mondays, I've been doing them on Sundays too, because I have three different types of protection. Three different types. You don't want to just do one thing. You want to do more than one thing. This chick is so ignorant. She don't know anything about protecting the astral doorways or nothing. Her family is just wide open. Anything can come in etherically through the astral and attack this woman, and she'll just still be trying to grandstand, trying to prove how tough she is, which is ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous when I look at it. And this person always got something to say out of her mouth about Jamila, but Jamila ain't stupid. I protect my children all the time. And her children are not protected. How are you going to protect your children when you are not of sound mind and spirit? And when she told me she was a nurse, I said, "You a nurse? You take care of patients? People depend on you for care? No way. No way." And that's why I'd like to find out what hospital she works at so I can completely avoid it. I'm not interested in even taking the chance of, that's sad, but our medical personnel is very important. There was a nurse that was under fire because she had been dealing with a lot of patients that had died from COVID. And so she recorded this entire video where she's overcome with grief, and she has the camera set up to where she's showing herself going through a lot of grief. Our medical professionals, as well as EMTs, as well as the police, which is the emergency response people, they are absolutely overwhelmed with this bad energy, and they have to protect themselves as well. At the very least, go to church or something. Even if you don't believe in, healing practices or protective practices from your ancestors, do something. But that lady was under fire. You can even go look at the video. There's a lot of people that were criticizing that lady because it's like, okay, we know you're a nurse, we know you're going through it, but it was very, very it was like orchestrated. It was, and so they didn't, I don't think that they suspended her license or anything, but there was a lot of people that took issue with it. It was a video that she had uploaded to TikTok. Mm. So, it is what it is. I guess there's some people that just don't mind bad traumatic things happening to them. Okay. There's some people that just don't mind. Well, if my daughter gets beat up, she just gets beat up. Just like she came online when she was attacking this woman. And I'm not saying that me and old girl are best friends, but she came on here and said, if she dies, she dies. And that was really like, wow, is proven that you're somebody has to die for you to be proven as a better woman. This is pretty sad. And she was very flippant with this woman, said, well, if she dies, she dies. And I'm thinking, This lady is possessed. And it ain't temporary. It's been consistent possession for several years. That, my friend, is how you end up with a bunch of negative karma that she's gonna end up carrying into another lifetime. She's gonna carry that with her probably for several lifetimes. The things that she's doing now. She's a karmic. We all know she's a karmic. Okay. And karmics are people that, while they may function in society or seem like it, they are creating a lot of discord and chaos in the lives of people, or at least trying to. Doing things very unorthodox, doing things that um, are factually frowned upon. Just because this group of people has no problem with it, she doesn't know who's watching from outside of that may have an issue with her, that might take real issue with her. So protect your children. You can always protect yourself just by doing the right thing. Do the right thing, or at least, for me, the way that I see it, because we were talking about that, I was speaking about that like last week. And, you know, I don't even know if I want to bring this up. I'm a good parent and I am sacrificing myself for my kids because I want them to have better. I want the next generation of my family, of my offspring, to do better. So that's one of the reasons why, if a devout Christian walks up to me and says, well, you're practicing that witchcraft, you'll go to hell. Well, I guess I'm just going to have to go to hell if that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? I don't even argue with them because, I would rather sacrifice myself for my children, and it means something. And that doesn't mean that I'm going to give negative karma. That's my job as a parent. If that what it is, I don't believe that that's what it is, but that's how they see it. Anytime you are willing to put your children in danger for the attention, and not even, it doesn't even count, not saying that, black men don't count. I'm not saying that, but it's stupid. It's not even worth it. What is it? It doesn't even make any sense. What are you getting out of it? Absolutely nothing. It's nothing but a possessed person walking and talking under possession. The fact that it's obvious that even after something horrible happens to her children, that she doesn't wake up and that she's still doing the same thing, that was a sign, lady, that you need to walk away. Is she gonna listen? No, because she's too possessed. If an experienced witch and necromancer tells her, hey, listen, you're under possession, and it doesn't matter, even if you didn't know you were under possession, your children are still suffering the negative karma from your possession of things that you are actively participating in. It's like talking to a brick wall. So if this is the case, if you have a parent that's doing stuff like that, then that's when you have to go and seek out your own protection, because you can't rely upon the parent to give it to you, because the parent is running around acting like a chicken with their head cut off. Somebody got her under such heavy possession and domination, almost like Beatrice Bijou. That's why I spoke about it. And they still, the only thing that matters, well, actually, I mean, a person that's under that kind of possession technically can't think for themselves. What's crazy about it is that this person is factually doomed. The person is doomed. There's nothing that can be that. There's nothing, especially when somebody is bullheaded and they don't listen. If somebody came and talked to that person until they were blue in the face, it still wouldn't do no good, because that person is under such heavy possession that it doesn't even matter. Okay. So, that's a cautionary tale. I don't want no friends like that. Of course, if I had friends like that, I would be able to protect myself, obviously. I don't fear stuff so much that I just gotta cut people off today. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel that way because some people need to be taught. Some people need to be guided, but I'm not gonna, create extra problems for myself trying to maintain friendships with people that are on a self-destructive path. You know what I'm saying? This ear, y'all, I gotta pop my ear. I think I popped it. Massage my station tube. All right, y'all. You don't have to believe it if you want. I can, my thought process behind it when she made this big announcement about what had happened to her daughter, you would think that she would walk away and stop doing that. But yet, just a few days ago, she's still pursuing something that doesn't even matter. It's like it's called that obsession. Now I pursue things that are relevant to me, but these people are not relevant to this woman. She has nothing to do with these people. They have asked her to leave them alone. In fact, she still won't do it. Okay. And the conversation that I had with this person years ago, where they tried to convince me of a memory that never existed because I never met this person, I told her then, I said, hey, listen, you are under possession by something. What? No, I'm not. You just tried to create a memory that never happened. I've never met you, lady. That lady is under possession. You know, and it's crazy when you see it, but it's the reality of what we're dealing with here. And they say you can't teach an old dog new tricks, and that's what's gonna be this person's downfall, is that possession that they're under. I have an interest to protect myself, my clients, and my family and my loved ones, so I'm not worried about it. She tried to pose as a threat to me and my family, and you can see what's happening to hers. Not that I'm happy about it. What would make me happy is for this person to just walk away and stop pursuing nothing. She's on the pursuit of destruction, and that's it. Okay. Anyway, y'all can hit that thumbs up. Make sure that you subscribed. I'm telling the truth. I'm not going to tell you a pretty lie. I'm going to tell you the truth. Okay. All right, y'all. I will catch y'all later. Thank you so much for watching. Blessings.